Dun dun dun! Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Diane.
Bringing you the latest news on the Berlin blockade. Earlier this year, on June 24th, Russian Premier Joseph Stalin ordered a halt to all road and rail traffic surrounding Berlin, Germany. All over America, citizens have been questioning our participation in the intervention of this blockade.
In an effort to encourage the rehabilitation of Germany's economy and re-establish them as a trading partner, our country, along with our ally Great Britain, has established a new and common currency in western zones of Germany.
That's right, Diane. And since June 5th of last year, our Marshall Plan has committed us to help rebuild post-World War II Europe. With combined efforts between US and Great Britain, Berlin society is being sustained only by our goods delivered via the Royal Air Force.
Reporter Lucy Connors is live in western Berlin to give us the inside story according to local civilians.
Thank you, Diane. I'm here in Germany with Soviet Niklaus. Niklaus, how do you feel about the new currency?
That's all gloopa.
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding you. Can you please speak in English and elaborate on the subject?
The new currency is just a way for the Allies to try and ruin the economy of Eastern Germany. Germany does not need the Allies' help. We, the Soviet Union, can handle them ourselves. The last thing we want is for Germany's industries to be rebuilt and for the economy to be replenished. All for the Allies' good!
I see. And how do you feel about the airlift, Niklaus?
Yuck. The airlift is just a propaganda to make the Cold War conditions worse. The whole deal with the Marshall Aid began decreasing in influence on Eastern Germany. It's just not fair!
I understand, but how do you justify the fact that your country is stopping all rail and road traffic to Berlin in search of suspicious activity?
We are allowed to blockade and control Western Germany grounds. We are not breaking any international laws whatsoever. If the Allies can get involved with success in helping Germany, we can too. There's no stopping us.
Thank you, Niklaus. So as we see here in Germany, the Soviets are struggling to continue a strong influence among the Eastern Germans. With the Allies' creation of Binzonia, the passing of Marshall Aid, and the announcement of the new currency, the Soviets have decided to counterattack and create the Berlin blockade to weaken the Allies' power over Western Germany. Back to you, Diane.
Thanks, Lucy. So as we see, Germany seems to be stuck in a tug-of-war between the Allied forces and the Soviet Union.
And although Germans may be reluctant to share their opinions, Lucy Connors has just encountered a civilian willing to speak. Lucy?
Thank you, John. I'm here with Helga Zudemeister. Helga, what's your perspective on the Berlin blockade?
Well, I don't really know what's happening right now. There's definitely tensions between the Soviets and the Allies. Like my brother in Eastern Germany was complaining about the economy and politics over there because they're under Stalin's power and they're being pressured by communism or something. But I don't really know what's happening. I'm worried about my family.
Oh, I see. And how has the airlift directly impacted your country?
Well, every day these big planes come by and they drop off tons of supplies that feed like everybody. And it's really helpful. I don't even know why the Russians are attempting to continue this blockade. Because our country, we don't really need it.
That's great. Do you have any final thoughts about the Berlin blockade and the conditions of Germany right now?
Yes, well, our country will definitely get out of these ruins, especially with the Allies' help. Am I on American News?
Yes, you are. This is the CWN Channel 8.
Oh, Danke, America!
Thank you, Helga. So as we can see here, the Allies' airlift support has had a huge impact on the survival of these people and the prevention of Germany revisiting the Dark Ages. Based on Helga's point of view, the Allies are defeating the Soviets in the blockade. Keep up the support, America! Oh, hey, this is Captain Cooper of the 32nd Red Tail Battalion.
But you can just call me Sam. And by the way, you look mighty fine today.
Well, thank you, Sam. Anyways, can you give a detailed description of the position you are taking in this event?
We Americans are very against communism. In fact, we are enforcing containment in our home country under President Harry Truman's doctrine. And we're taking part in the Cold War by providing support for Western Germany. We started bringing up the planes in June 26th, and we dumped meat, flour, vegetables, sugar, milk, corn, oil, and various other items crucial to their survival. We began with C-47s, we switched to C-54s because they could hold large amounts of supplies.
About how many tons of supplies do these C-54s carry?
Usually we carry about 10 to 12 tons of supplies in each carrier.
That's impressive. And do you know America's view of the blockade?
Yes, well the blockade's purpose is just to end Western Germany's dependence on the Allies and force it to depend on the Soviet Union to make the Soviets more powerful. We believe Stalin is trying to force us Americans out of Berlin, and sorry to say Stalin, but that's never going to happen. We basically want to rebuild Germany in hopes of reviving them as a profitable trade partner. We also want them as a nation as a defense against communism. But to sum it all up, we Americans, I'm 100% sure they're a stronger people and nation.
That's really good to know. And what do you think will come of the Allies' victory?
Well, rumor has it that tensions are obviously rising, and we Americans might just be planning an alliance called the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, aka NATO, and the Soviets might just counter that alliance with their own called the Warsaw Pact.
Well, you heard it first, America.
Well, yeah, well, I'll see you later.
So, we have come to our final conclusion, that the Soviet Union is definitely struggling to hold back the Allies in their attempt of the Berlin blockade. The Americans are feeling confident that they will be a successful nation in the battle. And there you have it, America. Over to you, John.
Thanks, Lucy. For more updates on the Berlin blockade, tune in at 11. But for now, I'm John.
And I'm Diane, and this is the CWN.
Good night, America.